What's going on, guys? JB Lion back with another video, and today we are doing the pre-match review for Chelsea versus Manchester City. And what a game it's going to be. Like I always say before any video, if you're new around here, please do hit the sub button. If you like these videos, hit the like button. If you want to know when I upload, hit the bell icon. But yeah, let's just get straight into this. So Chelsea versus Man City, what a game it's going to be. Obviously, it was always going to be a massive game before, but it is now. So since this video has been playing, we've had a few games play out, and one of the results is Arsenal did lose 2-1 to Bournemouth, which wasn't on the cards for anyone, and Liverpool are currently winning 2-0, which is not good for us because they move a little bit further away from us. So two results, one that went our way, well, one that went City's way and one that didn't go our way. So for us, it's a must-win, as always, like I always say, to get those Champions League spots. But for City, it is also now a must-win, as they are trying to push for the title, with Arsenal slipping up again. It's going to be a massive game tomorrow. I do think we're going to go into it as the underdogs, as we always do. I think, City coming off the back of some good games. I think it was a game against, who did they play in the FA Cup? They had a big game in the FA Cup, against Liverpool, 4-0. So it's going to be interesting for us, depending on what team we put out. But we're going to have to go out there and go out all guns blazing and hope we can cause a real upset towards City. Because like I said, they're going to be wanting to win, as well as ourselves. We need to win as well. So it is going to be a massive game. I think, going into it, obviously, not Maresca, bloody hell, it's been a long day. Rafinha has said that Enzo Fernandez is still not going to be playing, which is good. He's sticking by his word. I did think after Enzo came out midweek saying sorry and all of that, I thought maybe they might come back and be like, oh, okay, you can play. But I'm glad he hasn't. I'm glad he stuck to his word. Obviously, it might make us a bit weaker, but I don't think it does. I think, we've got a great team as it is, with or without him. I do think in the summer he is unfortunately going to leave, which makes this new shirt that I bought null and void. But still, I'm glad I got it in the long sleeve. So hopefully he don't leave, but you just never ever know. But yeah, so I do think the game's going to be good. I do think that it's going to be 1-1 though. I do think it is going to be a draw, 1-1, 2-2. It all depends on how City come out of the blocks. If City come out of the blocks firing, then we could be in trouble because we don't deal with early pressure very well. But if City come out a bit lacklustre, a bit in themselves, then it could be an interesting game. I do think, like I said, it's going to be 1-1, 2-2. I do think it's going to be a draw. I don't think there's going to be an out winner. So yeah, I think, we're coming off the back of a 7-0 win, and yes, I know it's against Port Vale, but you've got to take all the confidence you can get, and that was a big win for us. But yeah, let's get straight into the team lineup. So my team lineup will be basically sort of the same as Port Vale, I guess. So you're going to have Robert Sanchez in goal. And then I reckon you're going to have a back line of Malo Gusto, Fofana, I would say Chalobah, but he's injured, Fofana, and I think he might, no, I don't think he will. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to go Sanchez, Malo Gusto, Fofana. I think he might play Tosin, just because of the experience. I'm going to say Tosin and Cucurella on the left back. Centre midfield is going to be Caicedo, and I think it's either going to be Santos or Lavia. More than likely it will be Lavia. And then on the wing, I reckon he's going to go Esteval on the right, Palmer down the middle, Neto on the left, and João Pedro up front. I think that's what it's going to be. Pretty strong lineup. I like Palmer in the 10. I've never ever hid that fact. I love Palmer in that 10. But yes, it's going to be a very interesting game, and I hope we can, win. But then I don't, because actually, I do hope we can win, because I want to do Arsenal the favour. I have an uncle who's a massive Arsenal fan, and he's seen Arsenal win a few things in his life, but I'd like to see Arsenal win the league just for my uncle, because I think, as a fan, in your life. You deserve to see your team win something massive. So shout out to my uncle. I hope Arsenal do win the league, just for him. I don't want them to win the FA. Well, they won't win the FA Cup. So yeah, I don't think they're going to win the Champions League. I think there's too many good teams. Plus, we don't want them to win Champions League because we want to be the only team in London with the Champions League. But yes, it's going to certainly be an interesting game. We're more than likely going to do Arsenal a favour, hopefully. But yes, guys, sorry this video's out a little bit later than usual. I've just been super busy with work and stuff like that. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been JB Lion. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you dudes, dudettes, and everyone in the next video. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace, guys. Woo! Up the gel.